have 4 layers of abdominals. We actually have up and down, which is the rectus abdominis, and it's often what's called the six-pack. It's actually not what we want to activate too much during Pilates, because it tends to be one of the more superficial muscles and tends to be a bit more focused on strength. You then have 2 layers of obliques, ones that wrap this way and then ones that wrap this way, and they're more associated with twisting movements and side flexing movements. They're a little bit more important in Pilates in the sense that they focus on strength, but also the deeper obliques focus a little bit more on endurance. But the one that we're most concerned with and most excited about in Pilates is activating your transversus abdominis. And it actually attaches at the top of your ribs, or at the bottom of your ribs I should say, and at the top of your pelvis. And the fibers actually run horizontally all the way around and insert into your spine. That's why we've actually found that activating your transversus abdominis is really helpful for managing low back pain. It is a pure endurance muscle, so it's not designed to be switched on for under high load. It's actually designed to be switched on at low load, but for long periods of time. So a good way to actually find those abdominals, and they are deep, so you will struggle to actually isolate them completely. But if you actually put your fingertips just inside your hip bones like so. So first of all, I let your tummy completely hang out, which we're all pretty good at. So that's obviously not it. Then I want you to pull your abdominals in as tightly as you can. So pull them in really tightly, and I can almost guarantee that you're holding your breath. So that's not it either. What I want you to think about instead is just pulling in the lower abdominals, so just above the pubic bone, just across the 2 hip bones, where an airline buckle would do up. Just think about pulling your lower abdominals in just a little bit. Enough so that you can feel a little bit of tensioning across the 2 hip bones, but probably only a perceived effort of about 3 to 4 out of 10. And you should be able to still breathe and talk, etc., but there's just an awareness of firmness just across the 2 hip bones. So when we do our Pilates exercises, I want you to think about that, but at the same time, you don't need to use the same level of effort throughout each exercise. So some of the easier exercises, you just want it humming along in the background. But as we start to get into more progressed exercises like planks, etc., you want a lot more activity through that area as well. So that's the deep abdominals.